Tech Hub for a smarter you. To achieve the 2030 agenda of Nigeria's digital economy as set by the federal government, there is the need to reach the underserved communities, people in rural areas, and help them to embrace digitization, help them to appraise the use of technology and innovation to solve whatever problems they have in their community. Now, this can only happen when the private and the public sector come together, they collaborate and put efforts together to ensuring that digital literacy and the spirit of inclusion, happens between now and 2030. Now, among other people around, a group of people under the umbrella of the NESG, also known as the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, brought both parties together through their not-for-profit organization known as the Policy Innovation Centre, with the support from the UK government's Foreign Commonwealth Development Office. They came together in a room to discuss all things economic inclusion, all things digital inclusion, all things digital literacy. And I had a chat with some of the players, in that room. This is how the conversation went.
So really the aim of today's roundtable, and the UK government is delighted to be supporting this, is to create that sense of partnership. It's really important that the public sector is there to create a framework. It's also important to give the private sector the opportunity to feed in its views. From that, we know from experience that can provide the right regulation to provide those safeguards, but at the same time to encourage the private sector to do even more of what it's delivering already, which is to come up with great innovations. We see amazing companies coming out of Nigeria, and particularly Lagos. And also that's good for the UK because it also gives us future business-to-business partnership opportunities.
When you're looking at inclusion, you would see that the Nigeria broadband expansion connectivity as at now, perhaps you may be aware, sits at about 38%, 30 to 40% broadband connectivity in this country, which means millions of people are left behind in terms of vulnerable communities. We have a number of millions of people who don't have access to any form of digital in this country, for example. So we work with partner countries, Nigeria, for example, in this instance, to expand that. And in the past few years, we worked with the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, for example, to develop the new national broadband plan to expand broadband penetration in the country to about 75% by 2025.
So I expect in this conversation for us, first of all, to get different actors to start talking together who maybe have not been speaking before. At the federal level, the state level, private sector, donor funders, investors, banks, all of those people who are involved and who are responsible for the running of the economy, and in particular for the jobs in this sector. It's important for them to speak together, to understand what each other is going through, and then co-create solutions that will actually work for people in Nigeria and for the better of the Nigerian economy.
There's a gap in providing digital access, especially to the most disadvantaged people, the people who need it most. It's impossible right now to do business efficiently or get education or healthcare without using digital tools to improve access, reach, and efficiency of that process.
Tech Hub for a smarter you.